guys, today I'm going to be making a video for free-to-play players and moneymakers in free-to-play, and even one method which I will start off with that you can do fresh off of Tutorial Island. So basically, if you're a new free-to-play player, you need to complete some quests, have some quest points, and have some in-game playing time, meet a certain criteria to trade most items. So if you're fresh off of Tutorial Island, the first thing I would do is come to Varrock, which is north of Lumbridge. So Lumbridge is down here. This is where you're going to come out after completing Tutorial Island. You're going to walk north, and you're going to come around this area, near west of the mine. It's near Varrock. And Varrock is a town north of the Lumbridge, and over here is the Grand Exchange where you're going to sell the items. So this first one, there is no trade limit, there is nothing. You can start making money and purchasing armor, food, weapons, or anything you would like off the Grand Exchange. And it does offer a good bit of GP for, just someone that has nothing and this is their first time playing RuneScape, for example, OSRS, Old School Runescape. So you're gonna come south of Varrock, to the west of the mine. Be careful for these dark wizards. If you're a very low level, they can attack you, they can cause some serious damage, so run past them. And you're gonna come over here and you're gonna see these Kadava bushes and also redberry bushes. So you're just gonna click on them and harvest these Kadava berries. And let's check how much they're worth right now. So each one is 55 coins. So just right there we made 110 coins. And these you can sell on the Grand Exchange even if you just got off of Tutorial Island. There is no limitations. So you're gonna collect about 28 of them. That's how many can fit in your inventory. And you can also collect the redberry bushes. Let's see how much they go for. So 81, they're worth a little more right now than the Kadava berries. So you're gonna harvest both of these items. And once, after you harvest, there is a respawn time for these berries, both kinds. So if there's no more to harvest, you're just gonna switch worlds. So let's say you're on free-to-play world 1, you're gonna come to free-to-play world 8. And there will be more bushes. Or if there are other players collecting, just switch to another world, like such as right now. And it is harder to find these bushes on free-to-play worlds, but you will eventually get some. Nobody really does this on members worlds, as I can tell from right now looking, but here we go, we got a redberry. So you're just gonna switch worlds and collect as many as you can and then run to the closest bank. Once you have 28, a full inventory, you're gonna come up and go to the closest bank, which is Varrock East Bank. And once you get to the bank, you're gonna bank and then run back down to where the bushes were and repeat until you have enough money to buy what you're looking for. So this is a great place to get started. It's in my opinion, the best place to get started if you've just started playing OSRS today. So now I'm gonna be showing you other free-to-play methods. With these, you might run into trading restrictions if you're a fresh, brand new player off of Tutorial Island. But if you're a casual free-to-play player and you've been playing for a while, you should have no problems. These are very successful methods and consistent methods for free-to-play money making. So let's start off with one of the more profitable ones, which is grinding chocolate bars. The OSRS wiki says you make 225K per hour, and it is a free-to-play method. And you're gonna buy chocolate bars off the Grand Exchange and grind them with a knife, and then sell the chocolate dust. Let's just buy a few right here. And you're gonna need just a regular knife, just a simple knife. And you're gonna use it on the chocolate bars, and it'll automatically do them all. And you're just gonna bank and repeat until all your chocolate bars are ground to dust. And then you're gonna sell them for a little more on the GE. Looks like the active trading price is 56. Let's just put 55 and test that. If you slow buy and slow sell, you can of course make more money, but just for the purposes of this video, I made it quick. So we put in 195 GP and sold for 255. So that's around 60 GP per chocolate bar. That can add up to close to 200K per hour. 225 if you slow buy and sell. If you just want to passively make income. So now let me show you another good one. It's tanning cowhide. So there are a few ways you can go about doing this. You can purchase the cowhide and then tan it in Alcarid at the tanner, or just collect the cowhide to the farm east of Lumbridge, right where you spawn after Tutorial Island, and either collect the ones left over on the ground or kill some cows and get some cowhide yourself and turn them into hard leather, which is around 120K profit. So let's just do a quick example. Let's buy some cowhide, and this is free to play. Just buy 20. And they instabot. And from Lumbridge, it's a quick walk east to Alcarid. Or if you remember, you can teleport there. I will just do that for the purpose of this video. But this is easily walkable from Lumbridge. And you need the cowhides unnoted, so I will have to unnote them at the bank real quick. But just to show you how it's done. And you're looking at 120K per hour profit, consistent. And I'm gonna unnote them. And then you're gonna come up north from the bank and go to the tanner. You're gonna trade Ellis and make hard leather, tan all. You need a little bit of coins to do this. And now you have the hard leather. You're just gonna go sell it on the Grand Exchange, and it's gonna sell for more than what you bought. So you're gonna end up with, what was that, around 120K per hour. This is consistent. You can do this all day, every day, and make the 120K. It's not going anywhere. And if you do not have enough money to even buy cowhide, which can be the case in some new players, you can collect them yourself. This actually makes a little less because you're spending time collecting them, or killing cows and collecting them, or just collecting them from other players who didn't pick them up. So you're gonna come east of Lumbridge, and you're gonna come to this farm, and as you can see, there's cowhide on the ground. So this is a nice method to start getting your melee stats up: attack, strength, defense, hit points up, or ranger mage if you want to use that. You're gonna attack the cow. You're gonna attack the cow. And of course, if you're a new player, it'll take longer than that. And you're gonna take the cowhides and just go to the tanner just to the east in Alcarid. or there are some on the ground. You don't even have to kill the cows. There's one right here, one right there. Just collect, and you're gonna come to the Grand Exchange. And you're going to sell the tanned leather. So if you slow buy and sell, it's always more, but just for the purposes of this video, I'll make it quick and insta-sell. And right there, that was around a little bit less than 200 GP profit, but not bad for a new player. It's 200 GP for 20 cow hides, just for tanning them. And let's move on to the next free-to-play method. Fish collecting. This is also a very good free-to-play method for brand new players. You're gonna come to Barbarian Village right here where the fishing spots are. And this can be done at other fishing spots, but this is probably the best spot. It's close to the Grand Exchange. And as you can see, there is some fish on the ground and someone is collecting apparently. Raw trout, raw salmon, that's 4K right there. It's just sitting on the ground. This guy is just basically power leveling. So he's dropping the fish and he doesn't care about the profit. He has enough money. He just wants to get his level up. So for a new player, this can be some good money. You're just gonna collect. There we go, we got some salmon. And let's just collect as much as we can, and then you're gonna bank and repeat. And just like that, we have a full inventory of fish. And you're gonna come to the Grand Exchange, and you already have a full inventory of salmon. That's 1K right there. And it insta-sold pretty much. And some trout. So that's some quick profits right there. Just 1K just sitting on the ground. Pretty good for the free-to-play new players. And while I'm here, I'm going to show you a couple more near the Grand Exchange. This one is just extremely simple. You're just going to bring a bronze axe, which you should get from Tutorial Island. It's going to look like this, but bronze, if you're fresh off Tutorial Island. And just cut these logs, these trees. And each one of these is worth 26 GP. So before you know it, you'll have a full inventory. This is just a quick way to make a few K. Maybe get your first armor set, your first sword, your first scimitar, and be on your way to creating a brand new account or first time account. And you're just gonna come up here back to the GE and sell the logs. So in just a few seconds, we collected 7 of them. You're gonna wanna get a whole inventory if you're looking to make a few K, and that's 182 GP right there. So you'll be well on your way to your first iron or bronze set or scimitar, whatever you need. And I do believe I have another one right here for free to play. There is, I think, let's walk over here, a wheat field right here. And you can collect these wheat and sell on the GE. So you're just gonna click on them. And each one is worth 6 GP. So it's very close to the bank and very close to the GE, and you can just harvest these real quickly, get a full inventory, and repeat. So you're gonna go up there and sell on the Grand Exchange. In just a few seconds, we made 42 GP. Again, good for the brand new player. There's the monk robes I wanted to show you, and the bones to bananas. And that should be it for today. Okay. So, before I move on to the monk robes, let's show you guys the bones to bananas. So this requires, I believe, 15 magic. This spell, yep, bones to bananas. So this is a great way to make GP for the brand new player. And you will also level up your magic level, so you will have a higher magic level, which can be used in PKing or killing monsters for GP or whatever you want to do. So you're just gonna buy some bones off the Grand Exchange or collect them or off of various places in OSRS. So the bones, let's just buy 25 of them as an example. Or 20, just 20. So we have space for the runes. So you're gonna take the bones, and to cast this spell you need water, earth, and nature runes. So you're gonna, if you don't have them, you're just gonna buy nature runes, water runes, and earth runes. And this requires level 15 magic. If you need any tips on how to get that, please ask in the comments, I will help you out. And you will click that button, the bones to bananas, and instantly it'll turn all your bananas into bones. Or all your bones into bananas, I'm sorry. And right there, that's 920 GP. This is a decent money maker for free to play, and a decent way to level up magic while making money. So the final one I wanted to show you free to play players is in the Edgeville Monastery. So there are monks here, and their robes are worth a little bit of GP, and you can make some cash. So you're gonna go towards Edgeville. If you're free to play, you can't take that shortcut. You will have to walk around, but it's a short walk. So Edgeville is right here, west of the Grand Exchange and north of Barbarian Village. So you're going to come to the monastery and you're going to see the monks. And this does require 31 prayer. I have 46 right now. You're going to need at least 31 prayer. You're going to talk to one of the monks and they will let you up the ladder if you have 31 prayer. And here you can see monk robes and monk robe tops. You're just going to collect. That's, a few hundred GP right there, and you're just gonna switch worlds. If you're free to play, just make sure it's a free to play world. And there's some more in the next world. And you're just going to keep hopping worlds, and they will respawn again soon. So after you've gone all through the free-to-play worlds, you're going to come back to World 1 and start all over again. So that's it for today's free-to-play ultimate money-making guide for brand new players. This isn't geared to someone who's been playing for years and is a member, but it's mostly for free-to-play players, or maybe if you need a bond or something like that. But please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends to support the channel and keep these videos coming. Thank you.